To be an Edomite is a terrible thing, man. Okay? And the Most High has a great judgment coming for Edom. Alright? Let me get this, let me get what was that? Matter of fact, let me read that again, man. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Alright? So the Lord has indignation, which means righteous anger, against the Edomites forever, man. That's not going to change. Okay? Because the Heavenly Father doesn't change. Alright? Alright? So that's it, man. Alright? So now you have to figure out who are the Edomites. Who are these people that the Heavenly Father hates, man? Okay? Let's look at some of their characteristics, man. Let's look at some of the characteristics of Esau, man. What he would do. Alright? Because according to that, it said that what? He is known as the wicked, right? The border of wickedness, which means he is the wicked, right? This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Alright? So one of the things that the wicked would do is he would cover the faces of the judges, which means he would paint over the real images, alright? That's what he did all throughout Europe, man. Alright? He repainted those images and did something called iconoclasm, man. Alright? And painted them, whitewashed them, man. Alright? That's part of the destruction of the images, man. Okay? When you look at this picture, man, it's so-called Jesus Christ, man. Alright? This is not the way Jesus Christ, so-called Jesus Christ looks, man. Alright? This is a false image, man. Alright? And this was painted by Rodrigo, man. By Leonardo da Vinci, man. Alright? This is a false image. Okay? And this is actually a real man who lived, man. His name was Cesare Borgia. Alright? Which was from the Borgia family, man, which is the beginning of you Edomites coming back into power. The beginning of you Edomites rebuilding. Okay? So, from that, we know that image is false, so you fit that description there, man. Let me read that again, man. Alright, this is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. And who are the top judges on the planet Earth, man? The top judges is the Heavenly Father and His Son, man. Those are the top judges, man. Alright? And not only them, but the whole nation of Israel. All of our people are judges, man. According to the Bible, man. The whole nation of Israel are judges, man. Okay? So, by you covering up those images, and I have the book in my bag showing the black icons in the royal, the Moorish empires, the different royal families, man, and how they were all black, man. Okay, so-called black people, man. Okay, but they're not gonna. Esau's not gonna teach you that, man. All right. Let me get some more on Esau, man. Get some more on Esau. Let's get to Ezekiel. What's that? 36. 36. Let me get Ezekiel 36, man. Okay, because these Edomites, man, the charges against them are so high, man. All right. It says that their wickedness has reached unto heaven, man. All right. Excuse me. This is Ezekiel 36:5. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen and against all Idumea. Alright? And Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom, man. It's going back to the Edomites, man. That's all it is. Alright? Which have appointed my land into their possession. Alright? What's the Lord's land? The Lord's land is the land of Israel. Alright? And we see those Israelis over there calling themselves Jewish. They've appointed his land. They've stolen his land. Okay? That's what the Lord's talking about, man. And they did that through the Balfour Declaration, man. Going back to 1948, man. Alright? Because they don't belong in that land, man. Those Edomites don't belong in the land of Israel, man. Okay? Neither do the Ishmaelites, man. They don't belong in the land of Israel either, man. Okay? The only ones who belong in the land of Israel are the Israelites, period. Okay? and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession, with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds, to cast it out for a prey. All right. So they took the Heavenly Father's land, right, the land that belongs to us, okay, and they cast it out for a prey. That's why you have them fighting the Palestinians over it, man. All right. So listen, man, that's another charge that proves who the Edomites are, man. Because when in history did the Edomites ever take the land of Israel, man? If you go back to before 1948, when were the Edomites in the land of Israel? They were never in the land of Israel, man, except for now. All right. Now we see the Edomites in the land of Israel fighting against the Palestinians, man. Okay. So that proves that you so-called white people are Edomites, man. That's the proof, man. All right, if you needed proof, that's the proof right there. Okay, because there's no other time in history when the Edomites took the land of Israel, man. Okay, and they actually dwelled in the land of Israel. That never happened, man. All right, that happened in 1948, man, during the Balfour Declaration. Okay, which was after World War II. Which that's exactly what World War II was all about, man. It was about getting that Balfour Declaration, man. It wasn't about fighting. Oh, we gotta stop the Nazis from taking over and spreading racism. That's not what it was about, man. It was about getting those Jewish people, those Edomites, in the land of Israel, man. That's what it was about. And it worked perfectly, man. All right? Because the one who was funding that war was a Jewish person, man. Okay? So how the hell were they being oppressed when their people were running the world, man? Come on, man. That's a joke. All right? Now let me get Joel, the 3rd chapter, man. Okay, because
like this, look.
Man, you Edomites can't deny that you are you so-called white people can't deny that you are the Edomites according to the Bible, man. Because the evidence is too overwhelming, man. Okay, let me get Joel, the 3rd chapter, real quick. This is Joel. Okay, this is Joel 3, verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold the girl for wine that they might drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? So now the Heavenly Father is getting on those Hamites, man, which are those so-called Africans, man, because the so-called Negroes that went into slavery, right, to Jamaica and America and all those, they're not Africans. They're not the same people as the so-called native Africans, man. All right, they're two different people. That's why they call us two different things. All right, when we came over here, we were never called Africans first, man. We were called Negroes, man. They made a separation, all right, because we're two different people. All right. Now let's continue. All right. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon? All right, which is so-called Hamites. All right. And all the coast of Palestine. Where are you from, man? Where are you from? What's your background, bro? What's your background? Congo. Okay. You see the thing about that? I was just saying about the Africans, right? The Congo on the west side of Africa. Those, for the most part, most of those people are our people. Okay, on the west side, because you know about the different tribes in the west coast of Africa, the Ashanti, the Igbo, and stuff like that, right? The word Igbo, do you know what it means? Yeah. What does it mean? Igbo means Hebrew. Hebrew, okay? Going back to what? The 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, okay? Because those people, for the most part, us, the people who went to slavery, right? And the people on the west coast, those are Israelites, okay? When you speak about the chosen people of God, when you read the Bible, Moses, when he went through the Red Sea and all that, right? That was our people, okay? So the reason they call themselves Igbo is because they believe that they descend from those people, which they do, okay? So that's what I'm reading about. But I'm reading right here in Joel, the 3rd chapter, about the prophecy about how we would be sold, right? And how we would go into slavery from the west coast of Africa. Okay, so I'm gonna read this still. This is Joel 3, verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? So that would be going into the soul. Joel 3.
I'm gonna listen to this because my English is very bad.
Oh, your English is not good? Okay, read Joel 3. From 3, from 3 jusqu'à 6.
Yeah, I understand English, but my English is very...
It's very, okay, you kind of understand it, but I can read it. You would understand this little part? You'll understand if I read it?
Yeah.
You understand? Just tell me if I'm going too fast, man. All right? So it's when it says Tyre and Zidon, it's talking about Hamites, man, which are the East Africans, the Central Africans. For the most part, those are Hamites. Okay, those are not our people. Those are different people. Okay, even though they look like us, they're different people. All right. And all the coast of Palestine, which is the Arabs, because they made the ships, the slave ships. The Arabs made the slave ships. Okay. Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return thy recompense upon thine own head. So that means the Lord's going to repay them back for selling us, man, for doing what they did. Okay? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into thy temples my goodly pleasant things, the children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians. All right? Who are the Grecians? Who would you consider Greeks? What would be their nationality today if you look at the Greeks, man? Wouldn't they be so-called white people? Right? Of course, right? So what he's saying is, you sold my people, the Judah, which would be the so-called Negroes, the West Indians, the Jamaicans, the Caribbean people, and the Haitians, to the Grecians, which are the so-called white people. All right? That's what they've done. So he says he's going to repay them back for that. All right? Okay? So you understand what I'm saying? So I'm just going to finish this up. That ye might remove them far from their border. Because our border is in the land of Israel, originally. But then they took us from the west coast of Africa and brought us to the western hemisphere, which is even further from our border. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the truth. So just know that you're